Every civilization has built them. Gates. They mark the boundary between where you are and where you long to be. A gate can welcome. A gate can protect. But a gate can also deny access. Some stand open. Others remain closed. And sometimes, all it takes is one person to decide who is allowed to enter. For centuries, gates have symbolized opportunity, belonging, and new beginnings. Throughout history, names have carried meaning too. They hold identity. They speak of hope, of purpose, and sometimes of expectations. Now, imagine growing up with a name that sounded like a closed gate. A name that reminded you every single day that access was never meant for you. This is the story of a woman named Nogate.
My name is Nogate Kgabu. The meaning of my name is straightforward. There is no entrance. It started when my mother became pregnant at an early age of 16. When she arrived there by the gate, she was chased away. They told her not to enter the house when she's carrying me, so I was rejected. I was named Nogate. My mother left me and went to look for work in Joburg. So I stayed there with my grandparents. At the age of 12 years, my grandfather started to rape me and told me not to tell anyone, because if I tell anyone, he's going to chase me out of the house because I don't have anywhere to go. I kept quiet. It went on, and sometime I remember my grandfather, he was telling me, now today is gonna be a nice day, you're gonna see your family. Took a bath, prepared myself, and then I went with my grandfather, only to find out that on the way when we dropped off, he went to a hotel. There inside the room, he started to undress me, he wanted to rape me, but that time I cried and I screamed. He took a handkerchief and then he tried to close my mouth for me not to scream. I tried to open the window and throw myself out of the window, but that's when he held me, and then he saw that there is no chance anymore. Then we walked out. Whilst we were walking out, I was in tears, crying, and then he was trying to wipe my tears, but I couldn't stop crying. When we went back home, I called my grandmother, trying to explain to her. My grandfather took me to a place like this, then I was told to shut up. I grew anger inside of me, started to be that child that is full of anger inside. I managed to escape from home, where I went to live with my other sister, a family sister. She helped me to further my studies, and after that, I came here in South Africa, and then I met a guy who was a gangster. So for me, with that guy, it was fine because I didn't want to be close to someone who was like living a soft life. I reached a point whereby one day we had a misunderstanding with my boyfriend. I took his gun and I pointed on him, wanted to shoot him. When I tried to pull the trigger, then there was nothing. But deep down inside of me, the way I was so angry, I wanted to shoot him. I wanted to see him dead on the floor. One day I was working at a shop. He came and asked me what time are we knocking off, where are we cashing up. 3 guys came inside the shop. I saw my boyfriend. Then I was like, wanted to say something. That's when he slapped me. He pointed a gun on me and told me to keep quiet. I mustn't say anything. One of the guys, he stood up and tried to scream. And then my boyfriend, he shot that guy. They told me, please, we have to run away. You are in trouble, so you have to run for your life. Then I was like, where am I gonna go? And one of them told me, no, they know where you are staying. So if you go back home where you are staying, they will follow you. They want to kill you, or they want to get you arrested. Then I went out on the street, I called him. When I called him, he just told me, go to a certain place. I spoke to one of my friends, go and stay there. Me gonna see me maybe after 3 months, I'm going. After 3 months, when he came back, he just brought a muti for me and said that just apply it on your face and then now you are free to go on the street. I was like, really, it's gonna happen? Said yes. Then that was it. So from there, I started to stay with him, he used to bring guns in the house. Some of the guns you used to put under the bed, under the pillow. So I remember one day he went to rob at a certain place and then he was arrested. He went to jail and he was about to be sentenced for 21 years. My financial life was a mess, my relationships at home and everything that I tried to do, it didn't make a sense for me. What came to my mind is that the name that I have was a curse for me. When someone comes to ask my name, I will feel ashamed to call this name. I will change my name and give another name. I went to several places looking for help, but I couldn't get help. So what came inside of me was a lot of anger, not towards men now, it was towards God, because where I went, they told me that God will help me. But at the end of the day, there was no help at all. So I used to talk to God, this God that I didn't know, and say, if they say you are alive, you can help me. So why am I living like this? Why was I born like this? Why you allowed me to get this name that is meaningless, that is a curse for me? It came to a point where my mother visited me. She said to me, I already found a place where my life changed, and then I believe that your life will change as well. I already gone to many places looking for help. What kind of a place my mother found that can change my life? So because I've been through a lot, living a life that was so painful, I said to myself, okay, let me just give my mother a chance. It was the Universal Church. Just before I entered, I said to myself, a church again? I've been to the churches. When I entered the doors of the church for the first time, I felt so peace inside. I was so calm. Everything was so calm. So that's when I said, there is something different in this place. After the service, my mother told me to go in front of the altar to speak to the pastor. She told me that I must tell everything that is happening to me to the pastor. When the pastor asked my name, I told him that I was Sibusisiwe. I didn't want to tell my name because I was ashamed. It was so great for me to receive a prayer once in a life. No one prayed for me as I received that prayer that day. I started to come to church regularly. That's when I learned how to do the will of God, to walk in the righteous ways. One day, the pastor was preaching and it was about the baptism of water. So I said to myself, let me do it. Let me start to do the will of God in a way that it will please him. So I decided to get baptized in the water and then decided to forgive those who hurt me. I remember I went to home, then sat down with my grandfather. I spoke to him. I told him that I forgive him for everything that he has done. And then when I came back, I broke up that relationship with that guy. We broke up, even though it was not easy, but God gave me strength to let it go. And then from there, that's when I started to engage myself in the chains of prayers. I started to attend the self-help meetings. I started to see changes in my life, and the decision that I took was like, okay, because I hated God, I cursed him as well. So I need to ask for forgiveness from him. I said to God, God, here I am. I'm giving my life to you. I want to start a new life with you. What I need from you is for you to guide me, to give me strength and understanding on how to do your will. One day when I came to church, the pastor was preaching, and then one verse called my attention. In the book of Isaiah 51, verse 1, it says, "Listen to me, you who follow after righteousness, you who seek the Lord, look to the rock from which you were hanged." That verse, it came inside of me, and I was like, God, He really needs me. He is the one who chose me. After that, there was a campaign of Israel that was introduced. The pastor was explaining that the campaign is about the change of identity. I took it as an opportunity for me to change my life. So I surrendered everything to God, and I asked God to guide me on what to do in this campaign. What I did, firstly, I decided to make extra effort, like to wake up at night and pray early hours in the morning. Before I start my work, I'll come to church early in the morning and surrender my life. And then as well, I was busy preparing my sacrifice on the altar. The word from the Bible that lived inside of me kept me going until the end, and I enjoyed reading the Bible at that moment. The day came for me to fulfill my vow on the altar. So as my vow was prepared, nicely prepared, I came early in the church. Just before I climbed the altar, it was like an open gate for me, for my life to change. So I climbed the altar with confidence, with a life that I was about to receive. When I came down from the altar, everything for me was new. I received a new life, and I could picture myself living a new life through the new gate that I entered, that was open for me. One day I was watching a testimony. She received the Holy Spirit. Firstly, what called my attention, it was how she was explaining it, how happy she was, how fulfilled she was. Then I said to myself, I wish I can be like her. If the Holy Spirit can do this, for this lady to be smiling, to be happy like that, I can also be happy and fulfilled like her. I remember that week, there was a movement of faith that was introduced in the church of receiving the Holy Spirit. That Sunday, Bishop Marcelo called those who really want to receive the Holy Spirit on that day. Then I jumped. I went in front of the altar, and then I told my God, today I am receiving the Holy Spirit. I'm taking the words from the man of God as he said that you will receive the Holy Spirit today. As I was standing, raising my hands up, looking up to heaven, I told God, God, I am here. I am here. I need a change. I need your Spirit. I need your Spirit. As my Lord, you gave your Spirit to that lady who was testifying. Again, as the man of God told us that when we come in front, we will receive the Holy Spirit. Today, I need you. I'm not going to leave this place without your presence. I need your presence inside of me. And then in that moment, wow, the Holy Spirit came inside of me. He filled me. He fulfilled me. It was so different. Oh, I was like, I wanted to jump and go out and tell everyone that come and see what God has done to me. He said to me, you are my child. I am the gate of life. Come to me. I embraced the Holy Spirit. I'm so grateful with the Holy Spirit inside of me. Nothing will challenge me. God really, He showed Himself. For me, it was like a closed gate, and then God came with the key and opened that gate for me. I promised God that, my God, I will never ever leave you again. I will never, even in any under circumstance, and I will serve you until the rest of my life. It's so amazing how God works, because He took me from that life that was meaningless, that was painful, and gave me a new life. Through the purpose of the therapy of love, I met a man of God. We dated, and later on we got married, and today we are happily married together. Above all the blessings that God gave to me, it was His Spirit that He gave upon me. That's why I am so happy. I'm so grateful. Before, I used to be ashamed of my name, but today I say there is no gate to evil.